Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ian and this is my first YouTube video. And my first YouTube video is going to be a little bit of a personal story, a little bit of a testimony of my faith, I guess you could say. But this is going to be my first encounter with Christ. And so a little bit of background information on that is I grew up a cradle Catholic. If you know what I mean by that, I mean I was born into a Catholic family, you know. Well, I was actually born Protestant, converted when I was 13 just because I went to Catholic elementary school, yada yada yada. Besides that point, I just always went to Catholic Mass, I always went to Catholic school, so you know, I learned the basic foundation of the faith, as you would say, forced. Which I mean, I guess I was forced, I guess like, I never really had an opinion on that, but I mean, I was so young that I really couldn't, you know, so anyways, that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say is, when I got to high school, and high school is just this point in my life where like, man, I can do what I want, you know, like, I'm choosing my own courses, I'm choosing what I want to do with my life, you know, so I'm going to high school, I'm like, yeah, but what about faith? I mean, faith was never really part of that high school journey to me, and so I went through grade 9, I mean, yeah, whatever, I mean, they taught the basic foundations we're supposed to learn throughout grades 1 to 8, you know, and then I went to grade 10, I started skipping class. I started skipping religion class especially. I mean, I really did not care. I mean, I think I came out of that class with like a 50, man. You know? Like, I really did not care for that. But grade 11 hits, and I'm like, yo, my openness to this is really changing. And I don't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I wanted to have an encounter with Christ. I wanted to know him personally. So grade 11 comes along, and my chemistry teacher asked me, hey, do you want to go on a retreat? I'm like, yeah. I get missed 3 days of school. Guess what? I missed one. Friday, Saturday, Sunday was the trip. I was so bent. Anyways, I was like, you know what? I mean, I would get away from home, so you know what the heck, why not? Let's go on this retreat. And this was a religious retreat, by the way. And I went to this retreat really with an open mind because I was still in that stage of like trying to find Christ and just trying to see what he's trying to do for me. And boy, did this guy do wonders, man. Anyways, another point, talk about that another time. My whole faith journey will be another time, but this is my first encounter. So I went on this retreat, I mean, pretty open about everything, and I went on this retreat, and then there was this point where Christ really spoke to me, and a lot of this retreat, okay, before that, I went to an all-boys school, so this retreat was all boys, right, and one of the things that was really implemented in our high school was men for others, which was our motto, which was our saying, and I really like cling to that, really cling to brotherhood, and brotherhood is such a huge and like such a big thing in my life, you know, like I have my brothers, like my brothers are everything to me, you know, and brotherhood was such a big thing in my life at the time, especially. So going to this, you're going to all boys school, going to a religion retreat, and you're going with a bunch of people that I have no idea who I know. I was like, okay, I probably know like 6-7 people on this street of like what, let's say 50 kids, 40 kids, 50, 60 kids, and like, so like when you think about that, you're like, dang man, like that's not even a lot. But remember, this is high school, so you don't know like everyone in your school. I mean, you probably know them by name, by face, but you don't know them. But this was such an experience for me with Christ is because Christ allowed me to make friends. Christ allowed me to make brothers that day, you know. And this retreat was 3 days long. So the first day, you kind of just we go there Friday morning, you get settled, eat dinner, you know, and just have like a little like breakdown of what's going on through this weekend. And then Saturday hits along, and we wake up early. We have a little discussion. We have mass in the morning, and then we kind of just go to our day, do a few spiritual exercise, you know, explore the grounds we're at, because like we're up in like Durham region, Ajax. I mean, if you're from Ontario, you understand what that is. But anyways, yeah, we're up there, and we just kind of like explored like the retreat area that we have. And that being said, I mean, it was nice because it was like a little walk and talk with the rest of the group. Me and the rest of the guys got to talk. You know, we all had our own like cliches kind of thing, so we kind of just like cling to that. But you know, like it got really personal when it got to the nighttime. It got really, 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 really personal when it got to the nighttime. So I'm gonna tell you this. We learned about Christ's personal love and what that means. So I learned a lot about my life. I got to talk a lot about my life. Second, we heard stories from teachers and other people that really touched my heart. I mean, these people are telling me their faith journeys basically, and they're telling me like all this crazy stuff that happened in their life, but like still being faithful to the Lord. I'm like, man, how are you gonna go through all this and still be able to be faithful to the Lord? I mean, like all these bad things are happening, which I didn't understand at the time, but now I do, right? And like it's crazy how loyal these people are to the Lord. I'm like, yo, I want to be like this. I want to be like these people. And there's this one teacher, oh my gosh, my heart goes out to her, man. What she said that day was like the craziest story I've ever heard in my life. The most loyal thing I've ever heard in my life. And like I never understood how you could be so loyal to someone after losing so much, right? And it's just crazy, it's heartbreaking, and I'm just confused. I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, what are you doing that like these people are so clingy, so loved by you? And it really hit me deep in the heart, you know? And really, truly deep in my heart, I was feeling emotions, trying to understand what the Lord was doing. That being said, I really wanted to be with the Lord now. I really, really wanted to be with the Lord now. That being said, I don't know how many times I said that being said. We got to a very personal night. The Saturday night, we heard the stories, we got into our groups, and we all shared as a group, which is the beauty of retreats. You're with people, and whether you're in a small or a big group, you're in a small group, it's so much easier to open up to everyone in that group. Especially if you're in a group of 6 people, you know. 6 people, I didn't even know they were in my group. I probably knew 2 people of them that are in my group, right? But it was crazy because it was so easy to open up to everyone in that group. And I don't know why. I don't know why it was so easy to open up to everyone in that group. But I guess the Lord kind of just came in like, yo, tell these people about your life. Tell these people about your faith journey. And I did. And I did it without a problem. I have no idea why I did that. Because these are completely random strangers. But I did anyways. And I guess that's just the Holy Spirit talking to me, I guess. Anyways, I came into it, told everyone my personal story, we all prayed together, and I heard all of their stories. Awesome thing. Such an awesome thing, right? Next is a night of adoration, adoring the Lord, and the night of confession and walking rosaries. And keep in mind, I have not gone to confession since my confirmation. And I'm like, yo, to be honest, I'm trying to do this confession right now. And it wasn't that they forced us, but they brainwashed us. Not joking. They made us really think that we should go, and I really felt deep in my heart that I needed to go. And again, that's the Holy Spirit talking to me, right? And so I go to confession, and I'm like shaking, man. Like I haven't been to confession in so long, and like I'm shaking. And I go into the confession, and what this priest says to me, he talks what God's mercy, God's love for us, and like how it's okay to be afraid to go to confession, how it's okay to be doing wrong things, but being able to come up to someone and saying that, hey, I did these things, and I am truly sorry for doing these things and having to offend you. And he forgives you. But this was not the point of my faith where I had my first encounter with Christ. It was adoration. And why I speak so much on adoration is because you don't know what's about to happen to you, man. You really don't know what adoration can do for you. Adoration did the most for me. Adoration did something that I would never expect. And I was in complete awe with the Lord. Seeing him over there on the monstrance and like with my brothers, with my brothers, the biggest part of it being with my brothers, right? But I went into it and I was in complete awe. Why? Because I was with my family. These people became my family that day. And I realized this is the church coming together right now. We are coming all together to adore the Lord. And I just had an hour of complete silence. Everyone was quiet. I was with my brothers, but it was me and the Lord that day. It was me and the Lord, and me being able to hear the Lord completely. And that was because of confession, obviously. But I've never heard him speak to me so clearly in my life. And I'm still trying to figure it out, but like, why in adoration did you come to me? Why in a time where I'm so filled with you because of, I'm clear about my sins, but so filled with all this love and compassion of the people around me, why is it now that you come to me? He came to me in a moment of full grace, complete grace. He didn't come to me in a moment where I was down, in which I feel is like, I guess is the way that I've heard a lot of people's stories, that they come from the worst places and that's when they find Christ. He came to me in my highest point of spirituality. He came to me in the most I've ever felt holy in my life. And I'm like, what the heck, man? What the heck? And it was crazy to me because I really felt loved. I really felt strong, and I really felt my heart was on fire, you know? But the biggest part was I felt security. I felt secure, and I felt loved, and I felt compassion. Not compassion. I felt compassion from him, yeah. Because I mean, like, he was in my heart, and like, I was feeling him right now. I was like, oh Lord, you feel it? You feel it? I'm ready for you. Mm-hmm. And anyway, the Lord really came to me that day, and the Lord really spoke to me saying, I know this isn't a scripture, I'm not sure the exact verse, I'll probably put it like somewhere like right here, where it said, you may have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. And he spoke to me, and I really felt him deep in my heart, man. I felt him so deep in my heart that day, and I'm still complete awe of what he did for me, and I was really shook about what he's about to do for me, right? And why I tell you all of this is because sometimes we need to hear another person's personal story and be able to, like, mix and match it together with our personal stories. So one person's personal story and another person's personal story kind of add connections to each other and maybe be able to help each other understand each other, right? And I tell you this because Christ came into my life. Christ changed my life that day. And I want people to feel Christ's love. I want people to feel and understand why Christ was such a big factor in my life. And being this, maybe it could help someone understand where Christ is in someone else's life. And this is what my YouTube channel is going to be about. It's going to be about faith. It's going to be about fellowship. But it's also going to be about me living my awesome Christ-centered life, right? So, like, I'm going to be doing a lot of vlogging. I'm about to go to Rise Up, man. Rise Up is like this crazy big thing everyone's been telling me about. This is going to be my first year. I'm flying out to Calgary. First time flying out by myself, right? But this is all Christ-centered. And I want people to live Christ-centered. And I'm not saying this is going to be your outlet, but this may be your first time ever hearing a story where Christ moved someone. This might be your first time hearing a story where Christ touched someone's heart, right? This is probably the first time for many people where they heard a story where Christ fully took over someone, fully took over his feelings, fully took over awesome things in his life. And that's why I share it. I share it not because I need it. I share this because I want other people to hear how Christ does things in their lives. I want other people to hear why Christ is so freaking awesome. And this is my story. And one day, when I'm ready, when my heart's ready, I'll tell you my whole faith journey. That's for another day. Anyways, this is my first encounter with Christ. And if you enjoyed, leave a comment, man, because honestly, right now, I'm still like, dude, did I say it right? 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 You know? And it really feel awesome if you guys could, like, leave a post down. I mean, a comment down. So let me know how you thought about it, how you felt. Leave a like if you like it. You know, hit that subscribe button, that little red button. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that button. It will definitely make me feel, you know, people love me. I'm just kidding. It'll make me feel more confident making more videos, obviously, right? And so I want to thank you guys for listening to my story, and stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Alright, this is Ian signing out. Peace.